All right, Blues fans, pull up a chair because I need to walk you through something that's flying under the radar but absolutely deserves our attention. I'm talking about Kieran Dow, a player with real pedigree down south, a player who wore our shirt during that brilliant League One title charge, and a player now standing at a crossroads. And yes, before anyone jumps in, I know the links aren't pointing towards a return to Birmingham City. Before we get stuck in, hit subscribe and drop a like so you don't miss it if this story suddenly blows up. Let's dive in before the rest of the league wakes up to it. Here's where we are. Hull City, according to Alan Nixon, have registered loan interest in Dow. They want him in January. They think he can drop straight into their midfield and form a tidy partnership with John Lundstrom, a name that'll ring a bell for anyone who followed Rangers' Europa League run. On paper, that looks tidy for them. But here's the question. If Dow is good enough for a championship side with promotion ambitions, why didn't we push harder to keep him when we had the chance? Look, I get it. His spell with us wasn't perfect. Injuries, inconsistency, a rough time at Rangers. But here's what winds me up. Dow is exactly the profile a club like ours should be taking advantage of. Championship experience, ball-carrying ability, calm in possession. And let's not pretend he didn't show flashes of that during the League One season. He helped us get back up. He bought into the project. So why did we let someone like that walk before he ever got a proper crack at the second tier with us? The official line is that he fell out of favour at Rangers and barely featured under Danny Roll, despite being part of the leadership group under Russell Martin. And fair enough, Martin rated the lad's character, called him a leader, a calm voice in the dressing room. Tell me that isn't exactly the sort of presence we could use right now with such a young squad needing guidance on and off the pitch. Hull have to be careful with their low numbers, but they still think Dow is worth the gamble. Isn't that telling? When clubs pushing for the top half look at a player and go, yep, we'll take him, it makes you wonder why we didn't fight harder to integrate him. Did we misjudge him? Did we underestimate his ceiling? Or are we simply too eager to move on from players who might need time but could grow into long-term solutions? This isn't about rewriting history. I'm not saying Dow would walk into our current XI and magically fix everything. But should we really be pleased watching a lad who helped get us back to the Championship strengthen a rival rather than contribute to our stability? Here's my take. Hull moving for Dow is a warning shot. Championship clubs are fishing in the same waters we are. If we sleep, we lose players who could genuinely help us build. We can't be casual. We can't be reactive. And we definitely can't undervalue players who know the club, the league, and what it takes to grind through a season. So let me put it straight to you. Should Birmingham City have pushed harder to bring Dow back as part of the Championship rebuild, or were we right to let that chapter close? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear from real Blue supporters, not the outside noise. And before you go, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join our fan community. If we don't hold the club to high standards, who will?